Do you feel like with that experimentation, and being able to do so many things, do you feel like that's helped you gain more clarity and focus, or do you feel like that's given you so many experiences that now you're not quite sure where to focus?
I think totally the latter. So I think less clarity. And again, maybe a little of the first also. Like, because sometimes when you're testing, you learn things you don't like doing, which is
Mhm.
great because that is like a really easy thing to remove off the list.
Mhm.
And I think, everybody learns that at some point in a number of searches, whether it's job search or dating or, whatever. It's really important to also know what you don't want. And so I think the testing is great for that because I will never forget those things and I don't have to think about them. The challenge actually for me, and the reason I said number two, is a mix of one, yeah, you end up liking a lot of things. And so then you're like, oh, can I only take broad roles? But at least then the choice is still yours. The piece where it feels like the choice is not yours and that is challenge about those types of roles is that it becomes hard for other people to understand you and your skills. So when somebody looks at my resume or I talk to them in person, I have to do a lot more work to explain what I can do and what I'm a good fit for.
Mhm.
Whereas if you were a digital marketing specialist and then a marketing manager and then the senior marketing manager, people are like, I get it. You manage digital marketing campaigns and you're relatively good at it. So I think that's the challenge, the biggest part. I'm able to deal with the ambiguity of me knowing I like to do multiple things because like that makes a lot of sense. We're human beings. None of these jobs are like innate human jobs. Like I don't, like these are all cultural artifacts that we are dealing with, and so it would make no sense to me that there is just one. So anyway, so that doesn't freak me out as much as it is challenging, and I don't want to derail anybody else by giving them a kind of rosy view of the world. It's very challenging to have these broad roles because then when you go somewhere else, you have to try to explain it to them. And the
Mhm.
easiest thing for me too, as a person that's on hiring, is let's just say I need a hammer. Maybe I'm hiring a designer, but I think the tool analogy is nice.
Yeah.
It's like hammers look for nails, because they're hitting those. Like I'm looking for a designer. I want the box of designer.